Okay, I don't want to insult you. I just want to tell you a story. So, Thursday night, I was finishing a boxing lesson, and it had already been a pretty rough day. Right before that, I had had 2 hours of tennis. And if you don't know anything about tennis, basically you just kind of run a lot. So, that meant my legs were already cooked. The boxing lesson itself was, as always, pretty challenging, and the sparring rounds at the end, they honestly kind of killed me because my coach, he has 20 years of experience, so obviously he was using like 5% of his power, and I was getting absolutely annihilated. And then he said, "We have 2 minutes of class left," and told me to pick up these 5 pound dumbbells and just start punching, jab, cross, normal punches. And then he told me to do that for 2 minutes. So okay, I pick up the dumbbells, start punching for 5 seconds. Then after those 5 seconds, yeah, I just drop my arms because I physically cannot lift them up. My shoulders are burning in hell. And then he kept yelling at me, "Ruki vierch, ruki vierch." I kept doing that, but I couldn't last more than 5 or 10 seconds. And then he yells at me, "1 minute left," and I put my arms up. But this time I decided to just not drop them. The speed at which my brain generated negative thoughts was actually impressive. For every second of those 5 seconds, I got at least 10 thoughts telling me why I should stop. "Oh, you already worked so hard today. You just stop, take a break." So you know what I did? I kept muttering "fuck you" under my breath every single time those thoughts appeared. I wasn't saying it to the dumbbells. I definitely wasn't saying it to my coach because, bro, no, 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 that guy's too scary for that. I was cursing myself out. After 15 seconds, something strange happens. My arms started to hurt a bit less, and I started punching a bit faster. When he called time, I felt like I could honestly go another 30 seconds. And that was after the first 10 seconds, my shoulders felt like they were about to fall off. David Goggins always gets criticized for cursing so much, and the way he justifies it is, and I'm paraphrasing, "It's the only way I can express what I went through." Because that's what it took. There was no sugarcoating when it came to David Goggins. There was no sugarcoating when it came to running those ultra marathons and becoming the kind of man that he is today. It's the secret to self mastery. I wasn't cursing myself out of self hate. I was cursing out that part of my brain that generated those thoughts. And those thoughts are nice because you can say, "Oh, it's just logic, it's common sense." But deep down, you know those thoughts are just cope, and all you want to do is give in to make the pain stop, to make the hard thing stop. You think you can't go more than 10 seconds holding up those dumbbells. Your brain convinces you that you can't, but it's just an illusion. Every time I muttered "fuck you," I insulted that weak part of my brain. And every time I said it, it got louder until it got so loud that it voice cracked and just stopped. That's when I felt the pain receding. That's when I felt the mental clarity. That's when I felt like I could go another minute. When your weak thoughts become the loudest, that's when you're about to beat them. And every time you say "fuck you" to that part of your brain, you have to mean it in the way that the word is supposed to be used. You have to be willing to go in for the kill. Because if you show any weakness, that part of your brain won't show any mercy. Hello, this is editing Olex here. I don't think I was really being clear in the video. What I wanted to say is that most people give in to this weak part of your brain that keeps generating these limiting beliefs and coping thoughts. And I basically wanted to say that you have to consciously make a conscious effort to notice these thoughts, and when you do, you have to, in a way, fight them. And me saying "fuck you, fuck you, fuck you" over again was just a way for me to do that. You obviously don't have to do the same thing, but I'm saying you still have to be ruthless against that part of your mind because, well, that part, it's in all of us. It's like our natural preserving instinct, but it also stops us from doing a lot of the hard things that we know need to be done. You have to be really conscious of when you're just coping, and those thoughts, just annihilate them, bro. Here's the cap, by the way. I didn't have a lot of b-roll in this video, so here's some b-roll. There you go. My favorite self-improvement book of all time is probably Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I love the book, but one scene I didn't understand was this underwater knot tying story, where basically David Goggins had to tie knots holding his breath under the water while a SEAL instructor had to basically like give a thumbs up on the knots and let him go up to the surface to breathe. Goggins was running out of air and he could like barely breathe. He wanted to go up so bad. Then he looked into like the SEAL instructor's eyes and thought to himself like, I want to seal this guy's soul, bro. And then magically, I didn't know how, he just got like an extra 2 minutes of air. A calm descended on him and he didn't have to breathe. And then the Navy SEAL instructor started struggling for breath, and then he approved the knots really quickly and they got up to the surface. What I didn't understand is how, when he was already running out of air, Goggins managed to last for another couple minutes. On Thursday, I finally understood. It's not that he reached his physical limits with how much air he could hold, how long he could not breathe for. It's that he thought he had reached it. But when he realized that he had so much more to give and he wanted to steal his Navy SEAL instructor's soul, which is basically like a David Goggins metaphor for just showing them what you're made of. Those negative thoughts, those limiting beliefs, they just disappeared. And that's when he realized the true potential, true physical potential of his body. It's not something supernatural, it's just that it seems supernatural because you have no idea what physical feats your body is capable of. So yeah, bro, go fuck yourself. I either lost all my subscribers or maybe gained a few new ones from this video. Only the real ones get me. Yeah. I hope this helps. Subscribe for more stuff. Go do some push-ups.